I'm going to the dentist's office right now because the other day I did the 1 chip challenge and messed up my freaking retainer behind my tooth. Today we're doing the 1 chip challenge.
Oh, no. No. Alright, Crystal goes first.
I'm not going first. I'm
Ladies first.
So you have to
I was
open
just
it?
raised like this, like I'm a gentleman. Oh, there's steps to it. What to expect? Tongue takeover, shock of the senses, surge of tears, jolt to the gut, and voltage overload. What the heck is voltage overload?
Oh my god. See, this don't even look right. Why is it black?
No, it's blue.
No, I think mine has gone bad. That looks rotten.
It's supposed to look like that.
It looks like that.
Here,
My heart's actually beating right now. Like.
It's really not that bad.
Whose idea was this? Was
Yours! It was yours.
Did I say it?
Yeah. You ready?
Wait, no. I'm scared to do it. What if I just didn't do it? Alcohol. Alcohol. It's already spicy.
I swallowed my Kevin! Kevin!
I'm tearing.
Ouch, my man! Fucking bitch!
Don't touch me!
It won't stop! I need to go to the hospital.
No. Where does that even do this? Notice how the Americans.
Don't do this.
Oh my god.
We have to milk out.
Oh yeah. So what the hell do we do now?
I honestly felt like that was other YouTubers were like acting that out, but that's like the hardest thing I ever had.
For real.
Okay, I think that was it for the 1 chip. Never doing that again.
That's gross.
Don't try this.
I'm not even gonna lie, that challenge was the spiciest thing I've ever done in my life. I thought that people were over exaggerating, but it was like actually crazy. Right, Kevin?
Yeah, it was actually so bad. You don't understand.
Look how sparkly. Kevin's mad because you have to wait there for like 2 hours while I got my teeth clean. Look at this.
My phone died.
But oh my gosh, my teeth are so white. I thought I was gonna have to get whitener, but look at this. Look at this. I don't care. I can't eat for 30 minutes, so that means we can't eat for 30
we'll walk
minutes.
around that mall for 30 minutes. I'm starving.
Everyone loves you, Kim. You know, I see all your comments. You guys say you love Kevin. Everybody really loves you.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, I do. Except for not eating till I get back home. I just looked in the mirror and my teeth has gunky stuff on it. So if I was showing you guys how white my teeth is and it has gunky stuff on it, I'm sorry. Kevin's really hungry. Popeyes, you're home! Hi, Popeyes! Mommy,
Hi.
what happened to his head? What'd you do? What'd you
Hi. Good to see you too.
do? Popeyes, what did Mommy do to your head? Why is your head like that? Why do you have a boo-boo?
No!
Missy Pants! I haven't seen you all day! Oh. How was school?
Good.
It was good. Did you miss me?
Yeah.
Did Neo make a mess? Did you just fart?
No, you! Your father!
Look, this is what he did in the morning when we dropped her off at school. Do it, Mama. Go.
I can't.
Wait.
He's pulling her.
Yeah, he's calling her. He's like, come on, sister, let's go. He tried to like save her from the classroom, and that's what he did. He got her.
Alright guys, so this is not what I had planned for this vlog, but Crystal came home to me today and she gave me some, for us it's honestly heartbreaking news because of how good Neo's doing and how much you guys see his progression. This is really hard for us, so Crystal could tell this better than I could.
So I had just left therapy with Neo, and this is the second therapy for this week. We had like some makeup sessions, and last week I got a call from the same person in the billing department where we have therapy for Neo. And she had told me that there was something going on with our insurance where our insurance hadn't like processed a claim, and they had apparently said that they were gonna cover speech therapy sessions, and then they came back and said that actually they were only going to cover a certain amount of sessions, and we had over exceeded those, and they're like, we're not going to pay for it anymore. And I said like, oh, okay, well, will I still be able to pay out of pocket? And then they told me that it would be $175 per session for a 45-minute session. And it was still upsetting because we're very grateful and lucky that we're able to afford something like that for Neo. But I just thought about like other parents that, you know, get these kind of news and they're in a different situation, and it broke my heart at that point, but I didn't think too much of it. And I said, you know, I'm just gonna go to therapy. And then when I got a call today after we had left therapy, it was a completely different story. The person on the phone told me that they were gonna move Neo out of the schedule because our insurance had not responded, and unfortunately they could not allow me to pay the facility out of pocket because then it would be a conflict of interest with our insurance. And I said, well, like, he's my, like you can't just do that. Like, he's doing so good. He's my son. Like, he's, you know, he's making such great progress, and like his whole progress is based on these sessions and what we learned in that therapy session for that 1 hour. And I said, can I just pay? Like, is there any way that you guys don't drop him out of the program? Like, how can this happen? And she said, unfortunately, there was nothing that they could do. And in fact, they had been reaching out to our insurance, and our insurance was saying like, well, it could take a month before we can get to the claim, and unfortunately there's nothing we can do. And
So
it just broke my heart, because at the end of the day, no amount of money can actually like fix this, and there's nothing that we can do on our end. And for some reason, like the way that things are set up sometimes, it's not fair.
It's just not fair
to the patient. It's not fair to the parents. Like, there's so many things that can go into this. There's so many hours. There's so much effort. There's so many people that are involved. And to just hear someone say like, oh, you just have to wait until we get to it. Like,
yeah, so basically Neo, they're basically going to end up pulling him out of his therapy sessions if the insurance doesn't get back to us on time. And the problem with that is that Neo needs these therapy sessions to be able to keep thriving in his speech and hearing. And if they don't reach back to us on time, the wait list is so long to get into this specific therapy that he does, that, you know,
if you miss a certain amount of time, they give it to someone else.
Yeah, they're gonna end up giving his spot to someone else. And then at the end of the day, Neo needs to be consistent with all these things to be able to really thrive and really have a full access to speech and hearing. So our concern is that if they keep making Neo miss it because of this whole insurance thing, he's gonna really fall behind on where he is, and he may never, if he doesn't do it in a certain amount of time, he may never get to where he needs to be to have full access to speech and hearing.
And I guess you're probably thinking like, well, why don't you just get a new, you know, speech therapist, or like, why could you just because
it's not that easy.
It's not that easy, and Neo is doing so good because of the people that are in his life, which is,
and these people have been there since he was implanted and since he was born, really. So they know everything about Neo. So it's not that easy to just switch. And on top of it, we're with some of the top speech and hearing therapists in the country. So we really don't want to leave it. So this is just really hard for us, because now we're like in a loss of like what we're gonna do with Neo for the next couple of weeks, because he can't go to therapy anymore.
They literally told me we're not allowed to attend. They said like they're gonna give me, they're gonna suspend his account. So that means that like they're not gonna count, like, because you know how like if you miss certain days, like you don't, like you get kicked out. They're like, we're not gonna count it as absence, but like we can only do that for so long, and your insurance is not really being helpful. And
yeah, so that is what we're dealing with right now. you know, like this whole journey's been very complicated, this whole hearing loss journey with Neo, and there's been a lot of ups and downs, and this is definitely a big down right now. And since no one we know has been in these situations and stuff, it just makes it really hard for us to find answers. We don't know what to do. We're gonna keep you guys updated on what happens and everything, and we thank you guys for all your support and everything like that.
By the way, like, Neo was doing so good today.
He was making different sounds today and everything. Like, he was doing, he did neigh like a horse.
He did neigh, he did wow, wow, and he did gaga in his own way.
Yeah. Do you have last things you want to say? Do you want to ask for any sort of help or something?
No, I think honestly, like, I think the most difficult part was, like, I was just, like, keep on going. Like, sometimes, like, it may seem about, like, to me right now, I feel like I'm praying for someone who works in that insurance company that we have to just, out of the kindness of their heart, like, I know there's people out there that can make things happen faster. And I've heard stories of parents who go through things like this, and it's just, it sucks that it comes down to, like, a piece of paper. For anyone going through some tough situation, like, keep on trying, because even if it's painful, it's worth it. So we're gonna figure it out. We'll get to the bottom of it.
Love you guys, and we'll see you soon.